Hi there, Loy Machedo speaking to you from LoyMachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo? Think personal branding. Okay, the date today is, what's the date? Let me tell you, 24th March 2022. The time right now it's 27 minutes past midnight. Okay. It's rather strange. It's rather strange that today I want to make this video. It's like I was in two minds whether to make this video or not make this video, and I'll tell you why. On one hand, it was a rather very silly comment that someone had put, which I'll share the screenshot. And I asked, initially when I did respond to that comment, I was, you have moments in your life where when an incident takes place, you get emotionally charged with that and you want to really do something or answer someone or respond to someone. However, when you postpone it and leave it for some time, then you get cooled off. So I was in that frame of mind that I have to respond to this comment. But then later on when the evening came, now it's night, I was like, forget it. No need to answer this comment. But then, sometimes you have this nagging thought back of your head like, no man, you need to respond. You need to share your thought. You need to say this. So no matter what I was doing, no matter even if I was having food, speaking to a client, sorting things out, or preparing the videos will be uploaded before this. As I was doing the editing, it kept coming back over and over and over again. And finally I said, okay, fine. Let me make the video and get it sorted out. Let me say it once and for all. Okay. So this video will be more of me sharing my thoughts on a couple of topics. And I hope it makes sense because I'm not going scripted on this. I'm going with my feeling because I feel this is something I need to share with you guys. Okay. The first thing which I want to tell you is, for me, in my case, I make money out of being on YouTube. These videos that you're watching, the AdSense and the number of views and all that, I get paid money. It's not a very big amount. It's a small amount. Like I told you, sometimes $500, $600. So it's nothing much, but it's still good to get some amount of money every single month. Month after month after month, you get $500. $500, $1,000. Okay, so that's the kind of money, okay, you get per month, and money never hurts. It's always good to make money. Okay. On top of that, because of my online presence and the videos that I make, through that I get other clients. I get people who are curious about me, who take my services, consultation. Okay. And then there are my students who I coach. Okay, personal branding. So that is about me and how I make money. So where YouTube is concerned, where these videos are concerned, I am making money. Okay, I'm making money. However, compared to other creators, there are many creators who would put up a video and maybe they'll act like a troll, or maybe they will fake it like a prank, or they will purposefully try to be controversial just to get a reaction, just to get people to watch the video. Now, there are people who are doing that, and don't think for a minute it has not crossed my mind. Yes, it has also crossed my mind that if I were to do something like a troll or just to provoke people, I can get views. I think it's maybe because of my age that I'm 45 years old. As you become older, you become wiser, they say. So I think better judgment and comes with age. Wisdom comes with age. So I have always decided against putting or sharing or saying anything just for the sake of views. Okay? Which is why many of my videos, when I put up, let's say something about speaking about anti-Muslims, anything that is against Muslims or against Hindus, or if something is bad or good, whatever I generally put up online, It's me being me. It's me sharing my honest, genuine thoughts. And this also could be a reason why I'm not getting many subscribers. My content is not going viral. Many people, they're like, hey, what the hell, man, your channel only has 45,000 subscribers. Ha ha ha. Well, this guy has millions and this other. And you're absolutely correct. This is, I will not disagree with you. Like, if you check CoffeeZilla, when I went to do the interview on his channel for the fake degree certification, I remember when I had done that interview, he had only 200,000 subscribers, and this was hardly a few months ago. Today, if you look at CoffeeZilla, he has crossed 1 million subscribers. Okay, he's nearly there, 1 million subscribers. So he has got 800,000 subscribers in a span of, let's say, 8 months. So that's 100,000 subscribers every month. While me, I've got only, I think, 2,000 subscribers. So imagine, I've got 2,000, he has got 800,000. Because obviously the kind of content that he's putting out appeals to the mass. Like, he speaks about fake gurus, he speaks about these larger than life personalities, he speaks about cryptocurrencies, scams, frauds. Now, if I had taken the same path, this is viral content, if I start speaking on this, I'm pretty sure even I would have grown, if not maybe 1 million subscribers, I would have grown to, let's say, maybe 100,000. Maybe I'd get a plaque. 100,000 is the first plaque. In fact, I even know a person, I'll not take that person's name. He started a YouTube channel maybe 4 months ago with 0 subscribers. The guy has money and he has already crossed 100,000 subscribers. Okay. His content is, I don't know, something of a prank and something he will put. He's very rich, flying an aircraft. And on an average, he gets 500 views. He has 100,000 subscribers. He gets 500 views or 100 views. I don't think it is fake, but I'm pretty sure he has paid a company to get subscribers. And he has already got his 100,000 plaque. The first plaque is 100,000 subscribers. And he was talking about... And yes, sometimes I do feel, oh, sheesh, man, I wish I had got the plaque. Now, just imagine, every day I get 2 or 3 subscribers. Now, as a human being, when I see other people's channel growing, you feel, wow, I wish I had that. Like, for example, even you and me, we are humans, right? If you would see someone in your school or class or your friend, he's getting promotions faster than you, he's earning more money than you, he's becoming more richer, more successful. At some point, even it gets to you like, oh, sheesh, man. However, the thing is, that style of content which is viral is not my cup of tea. My cup of tea is things that I'm an expert on. And the things that I'm expert on is the UAE market, is personal branding, which is not a very exciting and happening field. And is the main thing is YouTube is not my main revenue stream. My main revenue stream is personal branding and coaching. Okay. And on the other hand, yes, I would love to have 100,000 or 200,000 subscribers. But then the challenge is, if you have so many subscribers, but you have only 500 views per video, doesn't make sense. That is why I have not pushed for forcing the subscribers to come. That's why if you see in my channel, I hardly say, like, even Mr. Who's the Boss, subscribe to the channel would be good. He always keeps saying that. And I am not a fan of asking people to subscribe. If you want to subscribe, you'll subscribe. If you want to like, you'll like. I mean, sometimes I've said it here and there, but I'm not the kind of guy who will say it for every video. And there are so many YouTubers who are actually doing that. I'm not saying that because it makes me better than them, but I just don't want to do that. It's like me asking, please subscribe, please like, so the YouTube's algorithm. I just don't want to do that. Okay. So the first thing that I want to get off my chest is the fact that I'm very aware of the fact that my channel is not growing because I'm not putting many, the viral topics or the stuff that is really happening. And the reason I don't do that is because I do not have an interest for this. And always keep in mind, if you do something just for the sake of popularity, eventually the popularity dies out. And that is why so many gaming channels, so many YouTubers who started gaming channels, when the game was becoming popular, they got millions of subscribers and views. But when the game lost its popularity, they just vanished into oblivion, and then they run around to find the next big viral thing. There are some people who succeed with that and many who fail. But there is no long-term growth with that. So that is why I choose to be true to who I am. Which comes to the next point. The next point is, whenever I post these videos where I say something, there will be people who will like my opinion, and there will be many who will not like, which is true with everyone. Like even you for example, if you have an opinion, there will be some people who will like your opinion, some people who will not like your opinion. But in my case, given that I'm a YouTuber, I broadcast to so many people, so there'll be many people who will like it and many people who will not like. So I don't base my opinion based on so many people like me, how can I please more people? I will only say what I believe, irrespective whether the majority like it or not. And that comes down to the next point, that is, I'm not running this channel for popularity. I'm not looking to be popular. That is why when anybody tells me, Loy, you're such a role model, please don't use bad words, please, wear a suit and tie, please behave professionally, please don't do this or say that. I seriously, when I say I don't give two fucks, I really don't. Because I don't want to live my life trying to please other people. Okay, I just don't want to. And that is why so many, film actors, artists, like even The Rock, if he says something and people find it offensive, oh, I'm so sorry, yeah, actors have to do that, politicians have to. I don't want to live that life where I have to busy please other people and keep other people happy. I want to live maybe a small life, maybe a less popular life, maybe earn a little bit less, but be happy. I don't want to earn more and have this unwanted stress and unwanted pressure and unwanted nonsense. I mean, who wants to live like that here? Okay. Now, finally, you remember at the beginning of the video, I told you about someone commented. I'll share the screenshot, and please don't attack the guy because he's sharing his opinion. He has not said anything wrong, but I'll address that issue. That was the thing that actually started the thought process for making this video. So I'll show you the screenshot. I'm actually reading from the screen, so it'll be shown on the on your screen here. So it says, this is from Manu BN. He's a regular contributor in terms of his comments, and I gave my opinion about the Kashmir Files, that movie. Okay. Now the funny thing, before I even share the screen, many people have not even watched that video or listened to what I have to say, and if you read the comments under that video, it clearly shows you how ignorant, especially our Indians, are the population at large. They'll read the thumbnail, they'll read the headline, they'll not listen to the video, and they'll comment. It's like they'll just talk and they'll just type out and give their opinion because they can give their opinion. They are so stupid. And that is why I don't take them seriously. Most of them who have commented there are saying, how dare you say that Hindus have not suffered? What do you know about Kashmir Pandits? I mean, did you even watch the video? Did you even listen to what I had to say? And you're commenting like a bloody idiot. If you watch the video or if you listen to my comment, you would come to know that I've not said like one of them said, how dare you say that, how dare you criticize the director's freedom of speech? Just because you can say what you want, he can't say. Where did I actually say it? And many of them, yeah, you're a fake, that is why you hate that movie. I am actually telling people to watch that movie. I've actually said it is among the best movies I've watched in Indian cinema. I've given it a 10 out of 10. And still, like idiots, they'll look at the thumbnail, they'll look at the heading, and they'll comment. What was the main point of that video was that today you have, because India's population is 1 billion. So even if you take 1%, just imagine 1 billion, you take 1%, it's still like what do you call it? 1 billion, what, 10 million people? That's a huge, I don't know, yeah, it is 10 million. It's a huge number of people, man. 10 million, it's huge. I mean, you just needed few people to cause September, that 9/11, you just needed a handful number of people to attack the towers. You just need one person to get a bomb to explode, just one. In the same way, just think if there are 10 million mad people who are ready to cause chaos. My main focus was the people looking at this movie, instead of understanding that this was historically something that is bad, what message they have taken and what they've decided to do is, from now I'm going to hurt and harm every human being who identifies himself as a Muslim, be it a boy, be it a girl. And they are shouting, let's rape Muslim girls. That is not right. That is what I said in that video. You'll attack one guy shouting, I will fuck every Muslim child and girl and it is so disgusting. I've shared these videos with my group. They're actually shouting in Hindi and they're saying, we will rape every Muslim girl and child. What kind of sense is that? So, and I even told you this. I actually spoke to a few BJP supporters and politicians, and I asked them, isn't this wrong? And to my shock and surprise, they didn't say it was wrong. They didn't say this is wrong. Saying, I will rape a girl, forget the religion, I will rape a girl. They didn't say it is wrong. I will hurt and harm another Indian. They didn't say it was wrong. Because they are looking, you're hurting and harming a Muslim? That's okay. You're hurting and raping a Muslim? That's okay. And their reason for this? Many years ago, some Muslim guy, some terrorist group, they raped some Hindu from a very far place in India. So now we will rape every boy and girl. That's wrong. Any decent human being will tell you that is wrong. But when I spoke to some, I'm not saying all, some of these BJP supporters, some young boys, educated men, and even senior guys, they said it is absolutely no problem. So for me, that was very disturbing, which is why I made that video. Now, the idiots who commented below that video, they are all talking, oh, the Hindu Pandit suffered, we are Hindus. And all of a sudden, it's like before that movie even existed, you're all perfectly okay with Hindus and Muslims and Christians and all that. All of a sudden, after watching the movie, now, yes, it's a very powerful movie, but now you've taken the wrong decision. It's like from one extreme to another extreme. So anyway, I don't want to keep repeating what was said about that Kashmiri Pandit thing. But here, the message that was sent by this guy, his name is Manu B. He says, where does Christianity come into the picture? Because I have also spoken about Christians. They are not as peaceful. There are many Christians who are also extremists. Okay. So, and then he put, as Loy hasn't lived in India, so he has no clue how the peaceful community works, and he has put a laughing emoji. Now, before I even answer what I responded to him, I do not know who this Manu character is. Okay, he is just a guy on YouTube. Okay, he watches some of the videos, fine. I don't mind someone giving their opinion. But, you know, when you start putting like, I'm better than you kind of an opinion, you don't take such a person seriously, especially one who you do not know, or you do not know who the person is. Okay, but someone who kind of makes fun at every sentence, ha ha ha, laughing emoji, how do you take such a person seriously? So, what he said is that Loy has not lived in India and no clue how the peaceful community works. Now this is what I wrote to him, and I said, You'll be blocked from commenting under my channel very soon. Without knowing anything about me, you keep commenting. Trust me, you are on my list, and very soon it'll happen. And then you'll be as irrelevant as an unused slipper rotting outside my entrance door. You know nothing about me and make stupid, ignorant comments. Okay, I've written some more. I have not taken the screenshot of that. But the main thing which I'm trying to tell you here is, now he said, you have no clue about India. You've never lived in India. And you don't know how peaceful community works. Now here's a question. How do you know I lived in India or didn't live in India? You assume that I didn't live in India because I've not told you whether I lived or didn't live, right? So you don't know. You assume that I've not lived. In fact, what you know about me is all what I have communicated to you. Other people might claim a lot of stories. He's a drug addict, he's satanic, he's a rapist, he got deported. People make these urban legends and stories. But about my life, only I can tell you, right? And yes, there is always a possibility I can bullshit, I can tell you lies, I can fabricate, I can make tall tales, Like I can tell you, I'm very rich. I mean, how do you verify that? I can tell you I'm very poor. Help me. How do you verify that? I can tell you that I'm very successful in my career, right? I'm very successful. I'm making $1,000 a day. How can you verify that? Maybe I'm making only $50, but how do you know that? So whatever you know about me is either someone should do an independent, inquiry through detectives, all that, or straight from the horse's mouth. So what he assumes is, now the thing that irritated me about him is, with all that laughing emoji, which was anyway irritating, he assumes he knows me. And he's assuming he knows me and he's telling me who I am. He, a nothing or nobody to me, is telling me about me. I mean, how irritating and stupid is that? It's like me telling him, hey Manu, I know you. You didn't complete your education. You're getting paid, only 40,000 rupees salary. He'll be like, who the fuck told you that? How do you know that? So it's obvious. So now here, and then obviously there are two other guys. One was Abhinay Padia, who said, @ Loy Machedo. He tagged me and he said, what did he say wrong? You haven't lived in India. You yourself have said it many times in your videos. And then Dreams 11 Guide said, Loy, you've never lived in India. You may not know about Indian history. Please gather the facts on Indian history. Fine. I'll respond to both of this. Now, here's the thing. Surprise, surprise. I have lived in India. Now, obviously, you'll be like, hey, why didn't you tell us? My dear, 45 years of my life, 45. Am I supposed to put every year into my YouTube channel? Obviously, I'll put only what is required and what I feel is relevant. Now, I have told you guys that I've been to India during the suicide time. That was Kannur, Kerala. I was in Mumbai and then Kannur, Kerala. That was 2-3 months that was there, 2011. That is well documented in my YouTube channel. Okay, on my YouTube, in the videos. Okay. Now, I may not have explicitly said this, although I've said it in some of my videos, but here I'm explicitly telling you. During the Gulf War, that is I think it was the 1990s, when was 1994 Gulf War? Okay, you just Google search. Bush had, had the Gulf War, where the forces were attacking Iraq, and Iraq tried to invade Kuwait. We all thought from the Middle East that a nuclear war was going to break out. We had that fear. So many Indians left the Middle East, including UAE. And my parents, they also decided, it's time to leave and go back to India. So during the Gulf War, I was with my parents. We had moved to Mumbai. Okay, Mumbai, Andheri, where we stayed was Andheri, Char Bangla, that is 4 bungalows, that's an area. Okay, Veera, my aunt, she used to stay in Veera Desai Road, Andheri. I think that is Andheri West, I'm not too sure. Andheri West, Veera Desai Road. And my mother and stepfather, they had a house in Char Bangla, okay, near, I think it was called the Good Shepherd Church. There is a church, Good Shepherd Church in Andheri near Char Bangla, okay, 4 bungalows. So we had a flat there. And over there I'll make a separate video on my first ever experience in India. I never seen a BST bus. I used to see from when I used to come on holiday. I never went and traveled in that. I never traveled by train. We had even a property in Borivali. Borivali, I hope I got that right. I never traveled in a train. The ladies compartment, gents compartment. Then there was an even funny incident where I jumped out when the train was about to stop. I thought, I saw many people jumping out of moving train, and when it stops, and they walk. I jumped out and I tumbled, and it was another disaster. So yeah, it was a shock, cultural shock for me, because I was never in India. I never lived in India. Going to Good Shepherd Church, and I studied I went to St. Xavier's Boys School, St. Xavier's Boys School in Villa Parle. Villa Parle? Yeah. So that was the first time for me in India. And I think I stayed there in India for, I think, more than a year. You could say more than a year. I do not know the exact time frame, but you could say 8 months, between 8 months to less than 2 years. Okay, so that was the first time I stayed in India. The second time that I went to India was during, I told you before, the Gulf War was 1994. It is not 1994. It should be a little earlier, 1980 or something, or late. Because 1995 was when I completed when I finished schooling, and for high school, or you call it college or whatever equivalent, after failing in all the subjects and all that, so I attempted to go to St. Aloysius High School, St. Aloysius College, to try to do BBM. It's business management, Bachelor of Business Management. But I hardly went to the classes. I was just there, just scribbling notes or whatever. Then I was bunking classes, then I was going to the gym, I was going to public speaking contests, and I never went. I never wanted to do those events. I was mainly trying to be a DJ and chase girls and all that. The name of the college was St. Aloysius in Mangalore. Okay. So there again, I was in Mangalore for, I think, 2 years or 3 years. Again, once again, I do not know the exact time frame. It's very hard because, you don't keep a diary and anything. But yes, Kinigoli, that was in Mangalore, Damaskatte, that was where my parents stayed. And the college was in the main city, Mangalore. So that was another episode where I really lived in India. Okay. Now the question is, okay, so overall 3 times. And if you talk about business trips and all that, there have been many, many times here and there. Okay. Now, why is it that I always tell people that I've never lived in India? Okay. Because why do I say that I never lived in India is because I stayed in India as a young man, as a young boy, protected by his parents. I didn't work anywhere. I didn't have any working experience. I was just a school boy. Home, school, back. So there is a very limited exposure that you get. If you go to school and come back, you don't have any real world experience. I do not know the job market. I do not know how the economy functions. I do not know how businesses run. Although I am aware of tidbits here and there because my mother was trying to set up a business. Okay. So just like if you go to school, let's say you're in London, you go to school and you stay in the hostel and you stayed there for 1 year. You can't say, I know everything about London. But Dubai, where I spent 40 years of my life, now 40 years, if you deduct all this, it'll come to, 36 point something. So if you look at the exact numbers, it is easier to say, just for the sake of making videos, I stayed in UAE for my whole life, 40 years. It's easier to say that and repeat it over and over again, rather than to say, yeah, I stayed in Dubai until the age of 14, then I went to India and stayed there till 15, then I came back to Dubai again, and then I went back to India at the age of 18, then I came back from India at the age of 20, and then I was again in Dubai, and I moved back when I got wrongly sent off, and then I came back after 3 months. So overall I've been in Dubai for 36.8 months, and I've been in India fragmented for, how it's confusing. So for the sake of making it easier to communicate, I have always said I stayed my whole life in UAE. Okay, and I hardly know anything about India, as in business, economy, the rest. Okay, but now comes to the part of what do I know about India. Being an Indian, I know the Indian culture. I know the Indian mentality. I know how Indians think and how Indians act, because I've always had Indian friends and Indian followers and the Indian community. I've not spent time with the British community. I've not spent time with the Arab community. I've not spent time with the Filipino community, although I've had girlfriends there. My whole life I've been with Indians. Okay, but the reason why I say I do not know comes from a place of being humble, to tell you that there is so much more I have to learn. And also keep in mind, just because you may stay in India for all these years doesn't actually mean that you know everything about India. For example, if that was the case, that someone who stayed in India and knows everything about India, then a person who's 60-year-old, say he's 60-year-old, he's a farmer, he has never checked the internet, then shouldn't he be the most knowledgeable person? Then you'll say, yeah, but someone who's educated. Okay, I'm pretty sure the politicians are educated. Congress, the politicians are educated. The communists who are there in India, they are educated. So they also know quite a lot about India, but then they cherry pick what to share. They manipulate what they wish to say so that it supports their agenda. So a BJP member of the BJP group, he also knows a lot about India. Congress also knows a lot about India. But then how come they have different points of view? Because there, people's bias comes into play. So just because you may know something historically doesn't necessarily mean you're going to tell the truth. Why am I addressing all this? Why I'm telling you all this? If you're going to start questioning people based on their credentials, based on their qualification, my question to you is, what is your qualification? Who are you? Are you a politician? Are you someone who has studied Indian history, economy? Do you have a PhD in all these subjects? Or have you traveled the world? Have you seen the entire world? If that was the case, then you should not comment on sports. You should not comment on America. You should not comment on any other country except India. In fact, why are you even watching my channel? Because I'm not an Indian news channel. You should only be watching Indian news channels, right? So then, if this is how we operate, then nobody would have an opinion. Everyone would have, oh, I'm an Indian, I'll only look at India. I'll not look at Pakistan. I'll not look at USA. If that is the way we talk, then obviously I can say, I've traveled more than you. I know more than you. I earn more than you. So I'm smarter than you. I mean, shouldn't that also come into play? So why are you ignoring your credentials, your level, but you're questioning others? I mean, you can question everyone else, but you can't question yourself. See, I don't want this to be more of, a kind of video where I'm trying to justify who I am or what I do. It doesn't matter. Seriously speaking, it doesn't matter, because like I tell people, you're not my client, you're not paying me any money, and you're not going to be of any benefit to me. In the same way, I'm also not going to be of any benefit to you. We just have maybe a common interest, that is a topic. The only difference being is, when you watch my video, I get paid money, While you, on the other hand, don't actually get paid anything. What you take from me is the entertainment aspect. Oh, I listened to his opinion. I spent some time. I got some entertainment, negative or positive, and I responded. So, let's get one thing clear now. The main thing that I want to get off my chest, apart from all the bits and pieces here, is I think we should not get, I think we should be very aware what is going on. Okay? This movie, The Kashmir Files, it came out. People are making, Hindus and Muslims and... Have you ever thought about what's going on with your life? Simple stuff like how much money are you earning per month? Is your career on track? Have you enough savings for your mother and father? Have you planned out, okay, if I don't have a job, next 2 years, I have the money and nothing to worry. My career path is perfect. Is your life or is your house in order? Or do you choose, or do you watch all these videos and these movies and this drama and the news to forget your reality? Because actually speaking, that is what this metaverse and this Facebook and this YouTube is all about. Forget your reality. Forget that you're earning a pathetic salary, that your life is a mess, your relationships are fucked, you don't have true friends, you don't have someone who truly loves you, you don't have a satisfying life. You try to forget all that. And instead you focus on other people and other people's imperfections and other people's opinions and political matters and hate and drama and politics. Because it helps you forget the reality, your reality. I think the first thing is you need to have that sense of awareness. Where are you at this moment? See, for me, I make these videos, you watch it, I get paid a little bit of money. I'm happy. And yes, you're also happy. But I can assure you one thing. I'm very aware what I'm doing. Even this video that I made, I'm very aware that if I put it up, there will be some people who will watch it. There will be some people who will comment. I'll make maybe $5, maybe $2, but at least I made something. $2 per video, two. You might say, hey, what is that? Ask a businessman, what is the value of 1 penny? Because 1 penny saved $1. $1, $100. 100 becomes 1,000. That's how you build it. Small. So the first one is self-awareness. The second one is, are you aware of what you're doing? How much time are you spending with all this, this misguided agenda that is there? And I think number 3 is, are you aware that you're being played by people, these politicians? Because here's a reality. Do you seriously think Narendra Modi or the BJP or the Congress or the communists, they're going to take care of you, pay for your education? If your mother's sick, they'll take care of her. Your father's sick, they'll take care of her. Your career is nowhere, they'll take care of you. You need money tomorrow, they'll help you. You're only getting older. You're not getting younger. Are you aware of all this? That these people, you have these fake friends and these like snakes in the grass, they say they are using you. Are you aware this media and this director, like this Kashmir Files, this director, you think this director is doing out of charity? Forget, you'll say, oh, Kashmir Pandits is, okay, simple. Every director who makes a movie, he makes a movie for what, charity? Or he makes it to make money? I mean, simple question. How much have the Hindu Pandits who are suffering right now in camps, who are displaced, how much money is going to them through this movie? Which actor, Anupam Kher or all these actors, how much they have said, okay, take half of my earnings Anyone has done that? Anupam Kher, this actor, all that, and this director, they're being bum chum pally with the most powerful politician in India or in the whole of the democratic world. It's a game. But you will refuse to see it. Why? Because the identity, Hindu, Hindu, India, India. See, end of the day, I tell my clients this, and this is what I'm going to tell you. End of the day, when you die, it's you alone. When you suffer, it's you alone. When tomorrow you'll have no money in the bank, you will be all alone. There'll be no friends, there'll be no politician, there'll be nobody who'll give a fuck to you. You are all alone. So my only request to you is, whomsoever is watching, please focus on yourself. See, I like I told you, my channel has always been, I'll try to keep it as real as possible. I'll speak from the heart, like even now. You see the shirt, it's nothing great. You see the background, there's a fan there, it's pretty ordinary. Nothing great. And it's midnight and I'm speaking to you. It's now 1:08 in the morning. I want to keep things real. Why? Because I'm looking at a longevity of my career, of my brand. Loy's career graph slowly is growing, slowly. But I'm being truthful. I don't want so much fame that I can't handle, or I do some new thing just because it's a trend and then it dies out. No, I'm always looking long term. So my message to you is, please think long term. This politics is not going to help you. BJP is not going to help you. This Kashmir Files movie is not going to help you. Shouting hatred against Muslims is not going to help you. Please don't get carried away. And keep everything into perspective. Whether it's a YouTube channel, whether it's a movie, whether it's a blog post, whether it's your friends, whether it's your girlfriend, boyfriend, keep things into perspective. And remember, this virtual world, no? This entertainment, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all these video games, they're just designed to help you forget your reality. Switch them all off. Sometimes I tell people, just switch it all off and sit down quietly and ask yourself, where am I right now? How much money do I have in the bank? How much am I earning? What are my expenses? What is my education? What is my future? What about my relationships? My parents? Just, I know it sounds boring. Take a sheet of paper and start asking yourself, where am I? These movies, this Facebook, these apps, they're just designed to make you forget. It's like a drug. It's designed to make you forget your reality. Don't get carried away, please. And I say this out of very genuine, very genuine intention. You can say whatever you want about tattooed face, he doesn't know jack shit, he's dumb, his subscriber is less, he's this and that. And fine, whatever you say, agreed. I'm not rich, I'm not successful, I'm not good looking, I'm bad accent, I have whatever you say, fine. But this is not about me. It's about you. End of the day, maybe if tomorrow, let's say, I die, then what you'll do? Oh, he died, okay. Your enemies died. Your mother died, father died. Then it's you only, no? It'll be you only. I just wanted to get this out of I just wanted to get it out of my chest. I don't know if you have watched this whole video until here. You might think, oh, I'm just frustrated. Oh, he has just lost his marbles. Whatever. You can say whatever you like. But I can assure you this much, that every day, I wake up and I ask myself, how can I make more money? How can I earn more money? How can I offer more value? How can I study? How can I learn? How can I grow? How can I live a happy life? How can I enjoy the moment? How can I spend time with my family? I'm being honest. I don't care about the poor suffering Ukrainians, the poor Kashmiri Pandits, the poor Muslims, the poor Christians, the poor people. I don't care about all this, because I have to take care of myself. There's nobody for my wife and for my baby and me. That's it. Small family. So I'm only worried about this. And I can assure you, these politicians, these movie producers, these media companies, they're also doing the same thing. But it's you who are not. Anyway, I just wanted to speak from my heart. I just hope it adds some value to you. I genuinely concerned when I see these comments and I see someone think like, what the fuck, man? What these boys and what these girls are going to do once you get a little older. It's cute right now when you're young, but as age catches up now, you'll remember my words. It's like, how your father, mother say, you'll one day remember what I said. And by the time it's too late. I also remember so many things that my elders told me. I'm like, fuck, man. You laugh when you're young. What is he talking? Old man. But when your turn comes, your age comes, you become a mother, you become a father, you're like, oh, he was right. Anyway. Chal, man. Put your comments below and thoughts below. I don't know if you watched the whole video. If you did, let me know that you watched the whole video. This is just me sharing my thoughts. Okay? You guys take care. This is me signing off. Ciao.